Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Chepstow Racecourse here on Friday. It's the 27th of December 2019. Gonna look at the stakes races on the program from Chepstow, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. Let's get to the stakes action from Chepstow. Races 3 and the featured 5th race, the 250, which is the Welsh Grand National. The 3rd race, the 135, it's the Grade 1 Choral Finale Juvenile Hurdle. Grade 1 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $83,000. Race for juvenile 3-year-olds here. We have a field of 9 horses going 3,200 meters or 2 miles over the hurdle course. Top selection here, I'm going to take the 3-horse Cerberus. I'm going to go 317 in the Tricast Trifecta. 317 Tricast Trifecta. Top selection of 3-horse Cerberus is Trio Gunning here. Robbie Powers on this one for Joseph O'Brien, who's making a rare non-Cheltenham trip across the pond to run this one over the fences. The horse's most recent outing came the 1st of December at Ferry House, 2 miles in the Grade 3 BaronRacing.com Juvenile Hurdle, and the horse won by 2 1/4 lengths. Was the lukewarm favorite. He took off clear. He jumped well. That was a very impressive victory. It was a smaller margin of victory considered to his previous race, but he still jumped well against some tough horses. I thought it was a very good race. Before that, though, in Juvenile Maiden Hurdle at Ferry House, heavy ground, 2 miles, November the 12th, he won by 19, and he was just much the best. Won nicely. That was a very good run, but he was facing a little extra quality horsing to consider to the next start out against those graded quality horses. And then they ran him before that over the flat at Galway, a mile and a half in a Class 2 handicap. He facing older horses. He finished second by half length, and he closed up well. I thought he ran a good race there over the flat. And then Juvenile Hurdle before that, Punchestown, the 2-mile trip. He finished second by a neck, and he outran his odds. He jumped well, needed a little extra turn of foot late, but he held his own out on a very tough course there. I like him a lot at 9-5. He should handle the wet going. Like I said, he's run very well. The only thing that sucks is the low odds, but let's take him. I think you can make money with the Welsh Grand National Lander card, so if we're going to play your play spots, he's just kind of a single there. But to recount my selection for the 135, the 3rd race from Chepstow, it's a Grade 1 Choral Finale Juvenile Hurdle. Gonna go with the 3-horse Cerberus. I'm gonna go 317 in the Tricast Trifecta. Probably the best race in the UK today is this 5th race, 250 from Chepstow. It is the Grade 3 Choral Welsh Grand National Handicap Chase. It's a Grade 3 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $192,000. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have 17 horses going the distance of ground here of 4,600 meters, or the distance of, not 4,600 meters, we're going a little bit longer. They're going the distance of ground of 3 miles and 7/8. 4,800 meters is about 3 miles, so we're going a little bit longer. So like I said, they're going 3 miles 7/8 here over the chase course, just under 4 miles. Very wide open race. I'm going to give you top selection and another horse to watch out with, so both of them are decent odds where you can both put them on the play spots, but the top selection would be the 3-horse West Approach. We'll go 3-8 in the Forecast Exacta, but also I think the 8-horse Pavel's Bay also has a strong chance, so I'd use him also. But we'll start off with the top selection, 3-horse West Approach, 9-year gelding by Westerner. Tom Scudamore is on this one for Colin Tizard, who has the favor in this one, but I think this is actually the liver one of the two. The horse's most recent outing came on the 13th of December at Cheltenham, 3 miles and a quarter in the Grade 3 Bet Victory Handicap Chase, and he finished 3rd by 2 lengths. He jumped well. He needed that extra foot late, but he improved a lot off the race before, and he ran well. I think the added distance today is also a massive plus. Also, I think he'll love a sludgy going like you're going to see today. Before that, though, at Newbury, he ran a crap race the 30th of November. 3 miles and a quarter in the Grade 3 Ladbrokes Trophy Handicap Chase, and he didn't finish the race there as a 6.5 to 1 favorite, which you don't say very often here in America, but in the UK I've said it quite a few times. He lost Robbie Power, who's actually not riding him today. Robbie Power's riding the other one for Colin Tizard, but he just couldn't stay on. He just wasn't handling it there. And then before that, he ran at Cheltenham on the 16th of November, 3 miles 3/8 in the Grade 3 Smart Cards Handicap Chase. He won by 3 that day, and he took off, jumped well. It was a very good race. He loves jumping at Cheltenham. At the other places, he does well, but, he's going to have to today run a good race to win. I like the weight break that he's getting from his last run also, but like I said, he's definitely going to stay the trip. If he stay clear of the casualties, I think at 10 to 1, he has a strong chance to win. So we'll use him along with the 8-horse Pombles Bay, the 9 Gillen Bay Oscar. Connor Rings on this one for Evan Williams. This horse's most recent outing came on the 10th of November at Los Last, 3 miles in a Class 3 handicap hurdle. With the smaller obstacles, he finished 4th by 6 1/4 lengths, and he didn't weaken out of it. He stayed the trip well. I thought it wasn't a bad race. Before the a handicap hurdle at Utoxter, 2 miles 7/8, October the 18th, finished second by 2 3/4 lengths, and again, it wasn't 100% fresh off the break, but he still jumped a terrific race to get a place there. And then his last over the bigger obstacles came in a Class 3 handicap chase of Lost Last in April, where he won by 1/2 lengths, and he won quite nicely. He's a horse. He's going to get better with the longer distances. He'll like the wet going. At 15-1, if he could, get acquainted with the bigger obstacles again, I think he has a strong chance. Also, he has a very low weight, which I think is ideal. He's only carrying with a 3-pound apprentice up. He's supposed to carry 145 pounds, but he's only going to carry 142, which I think in this race is very good. 15-1, a horse you definitely want to keep an eye on. Definitely using the place pod. But to recap my selections now for the 250, the 5th race from Chepstow, it's the Grade 3 Coral Welsh Grand National. Let's take as a top selection the 3-horse West Approach. We'll also give kudos to the 8-horse Pombles Bay. We'll go 3-8 here, and we'll use both those digits in a forecast exact combination, and we'll also use both those horses in the place pod. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.